Welcome back, everybody. So, base building. Again, we're going to use... We're not going to sharpen items that don't need sharpening. As they get used up, they get used up. At it, we'll bring some wood in for the fire so we at least keep warm in between runs. And we've got a lot of wood to bring in because we've got to do quite a big, not a big base build, but we've got to go round the corner and down, get our first sort of angled piece in. So we're going to bring a lot of wood in. Obviously, as a server owner, normally the last thing I'd do is show you guys base building. But as somebody that owns a server and has said that everything I do on the server game-wise will always be on stream, so people can see that I'm not using admin abilities to my advantage. The good and the bad. So today's going to start off with base building. We'll work from there. So the first thing I'm going to do is bring all the wood inside that we need to work with. While we're at it, let's get a fire on. Get a fire ready to go. We're working through the axes till they break. We only need one axe and one saw. The rest we're happy if they break because we've only got half a sharpening stone left. So I'd rather use them up than keep them sharpened. That's a waste of time. And it frees up storage space for other items. One got used up, which is perfect. We can burn that. place it in there ready for next time we light a fire. And we'll just keep working through the goods, basically. We need a lot, as I said, we do need a lot of wood for this. But it'll all make sense when the base is built. Grab the next item. So we're going to use that one up. And that's the one, oh, then we'll use up that one. And that one is the one we'll keep sharpened. Same as we'll keep that one sharpened, use up those 3. But the reason we're doing this is we've got another code lock ready to go. So it would be stupid not to take advantage of that. Makes us a little bit securer. And we need to build a double box on this one. Because we're moving now into anti-raid time. So we need to come out, come down, and then take out this door that's in the middle. Messes in my madness. A lot of wood to bring in. Flag's starting to drop, which is good. We'll need raising so we don't lose the base. Because on this server we allow soft side raiding, we can't risk half building and then just putting the doors in later on, because you'll lose it if somebody comes around with an axe, which I love. It just makes it a bit more realistic. Things need to be secure, but we only do door raiding because otherwise our player base will never be able to work out what to do. And I won't either, it wouldn't work. We only allow 5 code locks, and if you come in from any direction, there'd be no point having any code locks, nearly, whether there would, but you know what I mean. 1 code lock would do the job, because the directions people would come in from would defeat it. it's a solo server. Currently got players on. Lots of people trying to eke out a solo existence on a survival server that allows PvP and raiding 24/7. We need that one for a plan. Start working out what we need. So that's what we need for the plan. That's easy. Break that down. I need walls to start with. Oh, we've got some rope ready to go. Perfect. Flagpole, floor, roof, stairs, ramp, wall kit. So wall kit ready to go. I'm then going to need 2, 4, that way 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 3-meter planks. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Quite a few then. And we need that of 3-meter planks. There we go. Start making them. Up. Next one. Badly damaged, we'll use that one first. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 2 more. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Okay, and the rest we turn into normal planks. closed up. We're now going to pre-prepare our nail piles so we don't lose them like we did before. Where did it put them to? Who knows? DayZ for you. Okay, so our first pack of 30, our second pack of 30. Next one of 30, we need a 4 for that one, a 3, so we can build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 panels so we can get one pod done. So we've got too much wood. There we go. It's alright, it will despawn. Just a shame that we've not worked it out earlier, but it's my own fault. So, next we need the plan. 30 nails. A 10 stack. And a 2 stack. That on the floor. Plan in hands. Get it snapped on. Hopefully we'll be sensible. We won't use the axe for this. We'll use up these badly damaged hammers first. Pick up the plan because we don't want to lose that. way. Put that one in place. Same thing again. We need a stack of 30. A stack of 10. 2 of them. Get that built. Hammer ruined. Yep. Grab the other hammer. Put that ready for burning. And this is use expansion base building, which actually I really like. There's no tiers to it, which is a shame, but it does work quite well. Pick the plan up, pick the hammer up. Need to get another one in there and a roof on. And then we need to take this door out. Methods in that madness, but so first thing we're going to need to do is get some wood, because we miscalculated, which was stupid, but that's life. We only need planks, so we're going to cut planks on the ground and then bring them home ready to go. We need 20 planks because we need to do 2 door on a roof. Yeah. Probably get away with 10 because we've got to move a door anyway. That's ruined. But you've moved the door once you've made the other door secure. That one's badly damaged, so we'll take that one out. How's our saw? Badly damaged. We should get a couple more uses out of that. Base building, the most dangerous occupation in DayZ, because you're stuck in one area. And if we were building a covert base, I'd cut the trees once so the trees don't fall down. But people know where my flag is, so that's really makes no difference. That one's now ruined. Might as well carry that back with us at the same time. So we're now down to our last saw, so we've got to make sure that it doesn't get ruined. So my aim is to get my 5 code blocks in and then put a tower up and go over the top of the barn, probably with a bigger living area. And basically take out the barn door and have 2 floors separated with sniper windows. We'll live on top of that. A roundabout way. Done it before. I said we did make too much wood of the type we didn't need, which was annoying. But life. I threw my saw away down there, did I? That was stupid. Should have burnt it. Alright, so we need. Oh, that's where the rest went. Little tinkers. Hi there, Billy. I say. Blimey, you're up early. It's only, what's it, 7:45 in the morning, UK. That can go down there for the moment. Where were we? We've got the axe there. Last saw. Get some planks made on that one. I need one more cooked thing. Need one more log. That's what we're looking for. One more log. Everything we look at will say firewood because this is DayZ. Good point. I think it's because it's dark outside. Yes, it is a little bit wintry, isn't it? That'll do. Cut that one up. Pop that in there. 2 stacks of 10. They're ready to go. Get back inside. Get these last 2 pieces built. Get the code lock put on. And then we can get out on the ground. That needs sharpening before it dies. So we can't buy sharpening stones from the trader. You can buy tools, but sharpening stones you need to find. So, a bit of an issue. Right then, so next we're going to need a wall kit. 30 nails, a hammer, two of them. Wall base. Door. And door. ruined. It's got to build a ceiling. That can go in the ready to be burnt pile. We'll use that one instead this time. Going to need the code lock as well. That one we need to break down. Turn it into a roof piece. Ready to go. 30 of those. 10 of those. And 4 of those. Just going to put you to be right back, guys, while I put the code lock on, so it doesn't, because it shows otherwise what the code is. Welcome back, guys. Now we'll put the roof on. Ruined. Last item. No, no, did not want to dismantle, you stupid game. Build. There we are. Next pod done. Now we get a fire on. Pristine, worn, a little bit left on there. 2 more panels we can do, so we need more nails before we do anything else really. So we're going to need a fire. We need to warm up. Sort our loot out a little bit. Only shotgun there. Mosin pistol. Knife in case it's needed. And once we've warmed up, we're going to be going out on the ground. So we're going to need food before we do anything. One of them's open. There we go. That packet. That's sorted. Might as well warm up some cans. Use them instead of water. And we'll take a little bit of emergency. Oh, we're going to take some emergency food from there. Okay, that's fine. Let's get those cans warmed up. Work through some of this food. Map is Cherno, but it's my own build of it, and it is playable. So you search for GoblinZ, solo server, survival solo server, so it's very cold. It's -6 during the day, -20 at night. 6-hour restarts. More zombies, more military zombies, less loot. Fires all the time, so think the mouse level of survival that way. And then we'll carry the hot sauce as emergency food. And we'll also take with us the rubbishy stuff that we've got from here. That's fine. And then 2 cans of drink. We're going to have to do a run to Trader. Traders aren't safe zones, so we don't want to lose the good rucksack in case we get shot. So we'll take the rubbish rucksack. And we'll take our stuff to sell to the trader. So our trader sales ready to go. Cans dealt with. See if we can get a boost to our sleep before we go. But little things like you need to find a map to be able to use a map. Expansion buildings, it's easy, and raiding. We've got a one tapper in the game, but to get to it you need to be going end game, which at the moment is gas, but once I've built the new content and put the missions in and built a special event, it'll be an event area. But I'm still building the code for that. Some quality of life things, an NBC pouch so you can store all your NBC clothing in one small area. You can rip up clothes with your hands, so you don't need a knife. But it's a survival server. It's done so it feels horrible and dirty, and every bit of loot's hard to find. Right then, so we are going to Trader. Hopefully. Do we take the Mosin? It's the only one I've got. Yeah, we'll take the Mosin because it's our long distance shot. If we die, we die. Right then, so I've got stuff to sell the trader, emergency drinks, which are working like hot water bottles currently, lots of water. I could probably leave my pot behind. No. Alright then, trader it is. Home sweet home. And the server's been up for 6 days. We've got about 10 people that play it on a regular basis that like the harder server. I had no idea we had a pet zombie that lived there. So currently I'm building a new endgame event. A little bit of custom stuff on here. Custom trader, custom north-east airfield. Will be other custom stuff coming in over time. Long wipes, so we work on a 12-week cycle. We do 6 weeks of winter, and then I switch to summer, and it goes from being freezing cold to being boiling hot, but there's a wipe isn't needed. Just winter goes. We got some zombies that explode, just to cause problems. Oh, that's worth its weight in gold. Got some new recipes on here. You can make gun cleaning kits. Piece of fat and 6 rags will make you a gun cleaning kit. Oh yeah, so you can still do the same on here. Yeah. It's just a little, you know, it's the same as the last map, but on Cherno, basically. And now we're going to do a lot longer wipe. But I'm building currently some endgame content. Just building things differently. I'm playing with events and teach myself how to make good events. But yeah, so we're going to do 6 weeks of winter, and then we'll stop the server for an hour, just for me to remove winter without losing anyone's bases. And then we'll do 6 weeks of summer, and then do a proper wipe. So we're going to do longer wipes now. But thank you for coming on, and thanks for saying you enjoyed it. Even if you're not a base builder, I'm glad. I love it though. It's, from my perspective, it's something I can stream as well. Yeah, my exploding zombies. Yes. Yeah. But the changing seasons is something new that I'm playing with. But I've tested it 3 or 4 times and it works fine in testing phase before we went live. Bases survive. It just gets rid of the snow effect on the ground, and then I change the CFG weather file, and I'm going to turn it hot. So when we go to summer, it will be like 70 degrees in the day and 10 degrees at night. So then players will then have to just wear a t-shirt. Do they want to wear body armor? They're going to overheat all the time. Do they want to light a fire? It changes it completely. Craftable gun kits, that's very clever. So what we have now is press pause and then go into crafts. You can see everything you can make. So whereas into interesting things. So duct tape, electronic repair kit, proxy, gun cleaning kit, leather sewing kit, sharpening stones, tyre repair kit that we don't have vehicles. Yes, so I have a 338 rifle on the game, but it's currently in contaminated zones only. So you need a full NBC suit to get to the 338. Eventually, it's going to be part of endgame content. I'm currently building the endgame event. So I'm doing a structured event. So you'll go to one location, get one item. You'll take that to another location to get hold of another item. You'll then have to go to a third location and do something to get access. I'm being very cryptic because I don't want to tell too much until it comes out. And then you'll do the third last thing, basically, to get access to probably the ammo for the weapon. And then you'll then need to go into the NBC zone to get access to the weapon. So it won't make it too OP. It's not like everyone's going to have one. So it will feel maybe a little bit like a mini Deer Isle with lots of steps to jump through to get one. So it gives sort of an adventure for the players that are playing it. We've also got on here now survivor missions. So if you get a radio, you can go off and do some survivor missions. And we've also got photographs. So you can find a photograph that will give you a hint of where a hidden cache is, and you can go off on a venture to find the hidden cache and get some extra loot. We've still got AI on helicopters, but only on helicopters. Yep, 70 degrees, so it's going to turn it the other way round. It's going to turn from being freezing cold to boiling hot. I want players to experience the hell of a hot summer and have to think differently. You know, all the way through the 6 weeks of winter, it's all about keeping warm. And then suddenly we're going to switch people into staying cool. And everything they've done for the last 6 weeks has to be forgotten. Like, at the moment you want layers on, you want body armour, you want warm clothing. Then suddenly you're going to want low insulation. Do I wear body armour because it overheats me? Do I not because I might get killed? Yeah. All about making players make choices. That's okay, not a problem. No, that's okay, it's not a problem. I think everyone's 30 seconds behind me, or maybe 3 minutes behind me. Because I've set up OBS for events, like this afternoon, this evening, I'm in an event. So because I'm in an event, I have a bit of everyone's slightly behind to try and minimise stream sniping. But yeah, I'm in an event later today for Help for Heroes, which is why I'm streaming this morning. We'll have a spare map. Because that way, I stream the server now, take a break, and then come back in later. Yeah, don't tell me too much. Yeah, what I've told you there is what everyone else is getting told. There'll be lots of things to jump through, but it's added content. It gives players things to do. Obviously, custom trader, as per normal. Traders aren't safe zones, as per normal. Collectibles on the map that you can sell at trader. That's where these electronic circuit boards come from. Oh, it's one of those fences you can't climb because it's DayZ. I really need, on this run, to get... we can buy footwear, but it's bloody expensive. So we could do with buying footwear and some leather repair kits. So yeah, basically we're making our way to trader. I said collectibles. We've got some intel photos that the trader will buy. Circuit boards and things like that. They'll buy a lot of the weapons, not all of them. They won't. The only weapons the trader will sell you is a shotgun and some ammo. The trader won't sell you a lot of useful stuff. I've Christmasied up the trader. Currently, there's Rudolph sat in the trader eating bloody grass. There's Santa's sleigh in there, and the traders all have Christmas hats on. I think that's probably enough. In 12 weeks' time, when we wipe, we're going to split the traders into 2 locations. We're going to have a collectibles trader completely separate. Obviously, traders aren't safe zones because we don't do safe on here. Yes, that's the one. Which, obviously, myself being ex-army, it appeals to me that event's happening. Do I expect to survive to the end? Certainly not. Am I running in a team? No, I'm running as a solo. And will I enjoy myself? Yeah. I never really played Bitter Root, so it'd be a nightmare. So yeah, I thought I'd stream this morning, maybe 3 hours, and then break until this evening when I'm doing the event. So we came into a bit of base building, do a trader run, get some supplies, get them home, hopefully. And then I'll do some work in the middle on future content. Thank you for the membership. Massively, massively appreciated. Welcome and thank you. That's awesome. We're up to 12 members now. You're the 12th member. It's amazing. It really is. I never thought when I initiated members that people would join. I'm gobsmacked, but thank you. And what I do is I use memberships and the money I'm getting at the moment, basically any money that I get through YouTube, to help pay for the cost of the server. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's Holly Rex that's running it. So I reached out to her and said, oh, why help the heroes? And she said, oh, basically because she's got a relative that was helped by them. So she wanted to give something back, and that's amazing. It's really, really good. And obviously being ex-army myself, it wasn't Help for Heroes that helped me when I needed help in the past. It was the British Legion combat stress. But still, and the Warrior Programme. But I still recognise massively how much difference it makes. So, of course I was going to take part in the event. So 5 PM UK, I'll be streaming it, yeah. 5 PM UK it starts, so I'll be going in at about 4:45, but I won't be streaming until I'm live. And then through to whenever I think the first 3 rounds, or the first 3 hours, I'm allowed as many respawns as I need. And then from then on, it's sudden death. Basically, we're Santas out on the ground looking for little sheds to survive in, and every X amount of time they'll give us a shed that we need to get into, and then we'll, at a certain cut-off time, people that are not in the shed will be eliminated until it gets to a final person or 3-person team that's holding a shed. And Holly's attempting to raise money for Help for Heroes. I say attempting, I mean she's had some donations already, which is nice. Thank you, that's appreciated. Massively appreciated. I love making maps. I love making the DayZ I always wanted. Don't get me wrong, I love running full-on PvP maps with Cookie and building bases and raiding people and doing all that stuff. But at its core, it's this side of DayZ that I like. I like it being difficult and hard and being solo against the world and it feeling like there's been an outbreak and everyone's died. 12 is a good number. It also happens to be the day and the month in which I was born. 12's amazing. I tried to set the memberships also at a level where, so I get 70% of a membership fee. YouTube takes 30%, but it means I've got a little bit of income coming in, which helps pay for the server costs. And don't get me wrong, my server's covered for the whole of 25. I've already got the money there to do it. But so now the money we're making on memberships is being put in the account ready for 26. And I think a lot of the people, we've had some of the guys that play it on a regular basis have said it's a really nice way of being able to pay towards the server costs because they love playing the server. Right, we're going to need to think about maybe another fire soon. Am I going to risk it? We're going to do trader and then we're going to extract with a fire. Or we can do the fire first and then try and make it home alive. Ah, choices, choices, choices. Got to go. I'll wait to hear you say Cherno and then I'll leave as I'm a few minutes behind. Hopefully I'll catch you tonight. Okay, no problem. Thanks for calling in. Thanks for the membership. Massively appreciated. And thanks for playing my server. Yeah, no, I'm not allowed help. And I wouldn't expect help. I like not knowing what I'm doing on events. It adds to it, makes it more real. And a lot of people have played Bitterroot. I think I've run it twice, so I really don't know it. But that's good. We'll also be on push to talk when we're in this evening. So I'll be able to talk to you guys freely. But in game there'll be like no Discord. If I am talking to players, it'll be VoIP. Right then, we're nearly at trader. We've kept our warmth really well for this run. It's unheard of. Our clothing must be getting better, guys. No, we're not allowed help. That's correct. Sorry, I'm in the trader. I'm a little bit jittery. Because obviously my traders aren't safe zones. Yeah, it's a lovely map. Circuit boards, garden lime. Have we got any pelts to sell? That one there. Need to buy a hammer, a hacksaw, Blocks of nails. I can't afford them. How surprising. I don't need any of that. I need a set of pliers. Need to buy a hunting knife, small gas, and the stove, leather kit. Oh, we can buy sharpening now, can we? Buy one of them. Pair of jungle boots. Keep the mags for a moment. Okay, let's get out of here. Thank you. I'll see you later. Did it not? Okay, I didn't get everything. That's fine. That's life. I thought I... Come on, game. I'm missing some items we paid for. Yeah, okay, whatever. As long as we got the jungle boots. Let's try again. Let's get out of here. lot of shit. We've got to get home. Right then, let's get this home. We'll have a fire and sort out our medical problems once we get home, I think. I don't think I want to stop and cook on the ground. I know we'll catch a cold, I know we'll start to get ill, but we've got meds at home to fight it, and we can light a proper fire. Hello, Mr. Rabbit. So we're just trying to make it home alive, guys. We'll have a fire at home. We realise we're losing health, but trying to light a fire in these conditions means it won't light. How far are we from home? Yeah. It's gonna be ill by the time we get there, that's for sure. So we're playing well, my own server, but it's a PvP based building solo server, survival, with very winter conditions, long wipes, rubbish taken out, so no nurses' dresses or dress shoes or teddy bears, more zombies, more military zombies because they killed off everybody. You need to find a map to be able to press M and get a map up. So a little bit of quality of life. Gun cleaning kits you can make yourself using rags and lard or fat. Harder bears. Trader is not a safe zone. Apart from the traders, build wherever you want. If you want to build in the middle of a military camp, go ahead. Limited AI on here, so we have bots, but only on helicopters. So in my head, if a helicopter's flying over the map and then it crashes, why would they be zombies straight away? They wouldn't. They'd be a 4-man team trying to secure the helicopter until they get extracted. So I have AI on helicopters that can't be looted, so you can't farm them, but will shoot at you with SKSs. I have zombies that blow up, so suicide zombies. Sometimes it's a gas grenade, sometimes it's a flashbang, sometimes it's a real grenade. You never know quite what you're getting, and not every zombie. Certain military zombies have a percentage chance of blowing up once you kill them, so it keeps things active. I have explosions going off in military camps when you're there. Not always, just now and again. Gives a little bit of ambience, makes you wonder what's happening, keeps you on your edge of your seat. But basically it's a hardcore survival server where you're solo against the world. Raiding's allowed, base building's allowed, code locks, because nobody wants to go through the hassle of putting on a combination lock, and also easy flag, because nobody wants to go through the hassle of building a flag. One tier of building, wood only. To get satchel charges to blow doors is hard work, so you have to put some time and effort into getting into an NBC or gas zone to be able to get satchel charges or better weapons. Hunting rifles are available. Well, I've got the Mosin, but 5.56 and above assault rifles are tier 4 or gas zones only. When you start off, apart from the pair of cargo trousers that you spawn with that I'm still wearing now because they're amazing, it's literally, if you don't get a fire on within 20 minutes, you'll be dead. So the server isn't for everybody. But we can do things like, rather than have a knife to rip up clothes with, you can do it with your hands. So you can make rags, and if you can make rags, you can make a fishing rod, and if you make a fishing rod, you can survive. More animals on the server. Zombies see at normal distances. Loot is reduced by 30% apart from clothing. Ammo is massively reduced. Weapons aren't. So finding ammo is difficult for the high tier weapons. So you're making choices about when to shoot, when not. The trader does not buy and sell everything. There's no ATMs. Keep the money safe in your camp. Or have stashes. We have survivor missions on here. They get a radio. You can go off and do an adventure with base building and general survival items on them. And we also have photographs that will give you a clue and a mission. Send you off to find a cache. And we have intel on here, intel folders that you can sell to the trader, or intel photos. We have circuit boards that the trader will buy as high value loot. To make money, we have skinning and tanning of hides. But again, you have to jump through various hoops. You have to build a tanning rack, you have to tan the animal, you have to turn it into clothing, you have to colour it with animal parts before the trader will buy it. Obviously the cold's a big of a problem, as you can see now. It's Cherno in late fall, early winter, with snow, wind, rain, fog turned on. Obviously I'm running it at 4K, so it looks amazing. The comments I get all the time. Why doesn't my DayZ look as good as that? I'm 99% of the time a DayZ streamer. I do make some added as a content in other games occasionally, but I'm mostly a DayZ streamer. and of the more harder this type of world, with a bit of a mix of when my partner in crime for gaming is around, but he's on holiday at the moment. We do play harder PvP servers with base building and raiding. The storage options we have are vanilla. We have some extra barrels. And then the expansion stuff, but I'm not overly taken on the expansion stuff. Next wipe, we won't have the expansion stuff. Talking of wipes, we do long wipes. 12 weeks. We do 6 weeks of winter with harsh winter conditions. And then without wiping, we switch to 6 weeks of summer with hot conditions and no snow on the ground, which causes different problems for the player base. So at the moment it's all about staying warm and having fires all the time, and then suddenly 6 weeks later it switches into staying cool and not lighting a fire and worrying about your layers of clothing making you overheat all the time. So at the moment you want armour on, you want all the clothing, you want to stay warm, and then suddenly it will be, I don't want all of that on, I want to stay cool. Every item we spawn on the map is useful to players. Obviously it's Cherno. We have about 10-11 players that play on a regular basis. So you've got a good chance to build a base and act as survival and not bump into players. But equally, I channel players to points of interest. So 1 trader currently, there will be eventually 2. End game content once I finish building it will channel players. If you want high value weapons, it'll certainly channel players. PvP is fully encouraged and expected, but it should be more organic. You know, you're not running somewhere because there's an airdrop to have a PvP fight. You're going somewhere to loot up. You come across a player, you should be making a choice. Have I got the ammo to win this firefight? Do I shoot the player? God, I need to light a fire because I'm freezing cold. Let's bug out and have a fire instead. Yeah. So I've tried to make the servers a bit more end of the world. I've been running the server currently for a year. This is our first Cherno wipe with it. We'll be staying on Cherno now because I can add so much more content to it. Which gets built in the background in between streams and other than work and real life. Anything that you need to base build, yes, you can buy code locks and nails from the trader. They're expensive, but you can find them in the world as well. You don't have to use a trader to survive. It's just available for players that want to use it. But as I said, it's not a safe zone. Things like MREs we have in the game, but they spawn military only. Or you can buy them for a lot of money from the trader. We're now trying to make it home because we've just been to the trader and we've got a lot of lovely loot that we need to drop off at home. Which is why I'm risking the cold. Getting home's more important than lighting a fire out in the ground. Once we've got home, we can work out the rest. Bases are allowed a maximum of 5 code locks, done on purpose. Players shouldn't, but players can have as many players can have up to 10 bases each if they wish to have them and want to run around keeping the flags up and keeping them secure. You can build anywhere, build in buildings. If you want to build in a military camp or a police station or a hospital, please go ahead. The only restrictions on building are endgame content, so you won't be able to build in a certain hangar on one airfield, and the trader, and the second trader when we have him in for the collectibles that I'm building at the moment. You need to find a map to be able to press M and get a map up. But if you can't find one in the world, which they're freely available, you can also, if you kill a priest, priests have a 100% chance of having a map on them. So it means that you can get to a big city, find a church, kill a priest, get a map. But you have to obviously do some work to get that map. All the variants of weapons spawn in, so sawn-offs spawn in, all the different coloured weapons spawn in. I don't restrict any of that. Right, so I've got the camouflage modes in now. Weapons are named correctly, because who wants to pick up a KA-74? Shotgun ammo has, because it's our most rare, most people are running with shotguns in this server, because it's the most easy to find weapon and ammo. So we've redone the ammo for shotguns so they fire correctly. So the 12 gauge ammo acts like 12 gauge ammo does in the real world. Slightly tighter spread, slightly more punch, and fires slightly further. How it used to in DayZ before BI nerfed it about 2 years ago, basically. Just going to check this shed for storage, code lock or nails. Because hey, we're here. And I'm looting Goblin. Crowbar, we don't need one of them. Loot and helicopter drops and all that sort of stuff and events happen 24/7. Even if nobody's on the server, it still cycles and still does what it has to do. So that means that you might spawn in and be the only person on the server and have a heli drop in front of you that's already landed. So it's working all the time, so it feels a bit more real, in inverted commas. Same with loot, so rather than normal servers, what happens is normally, unless people change the settings, is what I mean, loot will turn off 30 seconds or a minute after the last person leaves the server. And no more cycling of loot by the server mechanics, whereas ours happens 24/7. Also, after each restart, 6-hour restarts on this server, after each restart, the game on this server will look at all the loot points where it can put loot in, and will deploy loot if there's loot available. And I say if there's loot available because there's more loot points in the map than there are loot that I have available to go in them. So you'll always find it feeling a little bit empty. But that's good. Obviously now we've got this frozen mechanic in. I don't overly nerf food, because you're going to have to light a fire to get it going anyway. And expansion building, as you can see when we run up here. Home sweet home. We do need some more logs to light a fire. We were cutting down loads of wood here earlier, so we might find something or not. Okay. Yep. There we go. Oh, don't want to lose that. Let's get a fire on before we do anything else. Start dropping off some of our supplies. They're still for sale. I just never got round to selling them. I was in too much. Trader is a dangerous place to be. There's a photo. If I examine that, I've got a mission that I can go on, but I don't want to go on it yet, so we'll put that down there for the future. What else have we got? So did we pick up another map? I thought we did. We did. Excellent. Let's drop that off. Spare knife. That we need to try and sort out. We're going to drink that now. We're going to work through that food now. Good. Our temperature's coming back up. Let's work through this food. So first things first. The other way round, you have to hold that and then add that. Yeah. And then take that. Add that. Perfect. That and that are worth their weight in gold. One needs to be carried all the time, so that comes out. That comes out. Good. Rucksack's coming off, but this one won't be repaired. This one's sole job is to just get us by for trader runs. It's there. Right, I've got to learn how to make putty. Or more of those to burn. Thank you. So, pause, crafts, it's the name of the server there. Craft putty. I'm going to repair our body armor. So it's 10 bones, oh, an alcoholic tincture, which we don't have. Okay, in which case we will use our rope, sorry, our tape to repair anything that we can. We'll repair that. So staying warm on the server is more important than being camouflage-ish. That for spare. Take that down to the. There we go. That's our got to carry all the time gear. So that's pretty good. Let's see if we can get us. Oh, we can't get any sleep now. Those cans of drink have done the job. Loot is looking all right. Actually, we needed to look at the pistols, didn't we? Let's unload this ammo. Because, yes, I do want to sell the mags. But the pistol we're carrying, we should have spare ammo for. Times 19. Oh, it's put it all inside something, hasn't it? There we go. So we need some 9 times 19. Got any that's not buggered? Well, the answer to that is no. What's that mag? It's a CZ75 mag. We get any spare of those? No. Let's get that reloaded. Don't need it all the time, but it's nice when you do have to have a little pistol for emergencies that you're ready to go on it. Good order. Some 62, plenty of that. Okay, that's fine on that. Let's get that pistol loaded. Give it a bit of a repair. It's fine. Well, that's that all done. Do is sorting some of this out. I suppose we've got the stuff to do it now. So let's reorganize. Let's put the knives at the top, then batteries at this end, then the MREs, then cans of drink, the 2 spare water bottles, a little bit of spare food. There's nothing really there, is there? Knives, which we're now building up a nice supply of. Another spare bottle. Do that. Then we'll turn downstairs, down here into first aid and MBC. Good. Fire lighting. Fishing just can sit there for the moment. That we need to repair. We don't need them at the moment, but it'd be nice if we die and we come back here, we've got a pair of boots ready to go straight away. That could do with living with the other ones, isn't it? That can come in here. Spare footwear. Good place for it. Space building. I could do with moving clothing out. And that for that matter. And turn that into rope now. That can be sorted as well. So one of the things we have on here is pliers. If you find wire, you can turn them into nails. But the pliers only have 2 uses. So you find wire, you bring wire home. When you've got a bit of wire at home, go and get some pliers from the trader or find some and make some nails. 40 nails we've got there. Oh, it doesn't always work the first time. It's a little bit. Ah, that was too ruined. So they've ruined. Unfortunately, it doesn't always go according to plan. It's a shame. That's life. But we like that mechanic. So that's for future nail use. Plans are there. Right, we need to get this into rope, don't we? Ship knife. Just doing a bit of base admin, basically. Because I'm the server owner, any work that we do, I like to do on stream. So people can see that I'm not using admin facilities to help myself. That's that all done. So that should live over here really, shouldn't it? Boots need to live with our other footwear and clothing. And clothing repair can live in here. That's base building. So that can go into here. Money probably with our food. Yes, because then if we get raided and someone blows the door in, there's a fair chance they'll ruin the money. Which means it's good. Oh yeah, that needs to be burnt now. But we always need a knife on us, so we'll make a bone one. That done. And we save the bones. That's that done. Right, that's better than we were. Now we need to go and check the local town. So I'm just going to take the 12 gauge. And the pistol. I need to switch them round. I don't like them. I want that there, that there, and that there. It feels better. That's good. Has that got any money left in it? Shouldn't have. No. The repair kit dealt with. Right. I think we're pretty much done, guys. I'm going to leave it there. I will be back on this evening UK time for an event. So if you're about, it'd be really good to see you then. So that'll be something a bit different. We're doing an event. Though Holly Rex is doing an event for Help for Heroes, which I'm taking part in. It will be streamed. So hopefully see you later. Thanks for the chats today. Thanks for the lurking. Thanks for the messages. Thanks for the membership. Really impressed. See you all again soon.